Yeah, baby! No? Okay. Hey folks, welcome back. Today we'll be taking a look at Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me, also known as Austin Powers Tuswusum. I know I said in my first video that this genre wasn't for me, but couldn't help myself. As always, I'll be sharing my thoughts as the movie progresses, so kick back, relax, grab any one of these foods, or just a cup of tea, you classy devil. Subscribe. And let's do this. Looks like Dr. Evil is back on the move since his escape at the end of the first one. Meanwhile, Austin and Vanessa are still on their honeymoon.
I'm gonna get us some more champagne, Jungle Boy. I'm gonna get us some more champagne, Jungle Boy.
Wait, what's that about? Oh, he has to be dreaming or in a simulation or something. Oh my god, she's a robot! Turns out it's one of Dr. Evil's robots and it just explodes. So, was she a robot the whole time or did Dr. Evil capture her? I'm confused.
The woman who taught me the beauty of monogamy was a fembot all along. That means I'm single again!
So he prances around naked in public with the most conveniently placed items ever. Meanwhile, at a NATO facility in Guam, one of the operators is watching a Jerry Springer special about Scott and Dr. Evil. Like, what?
Why'd you run out on me?
Because you're not quite evil enough.
Seems like they still have their problems. Talk about a product of its time though, frick. Do people still watch Jerry Springer?
Well, it turns out that Vanessa was a fembot.
We knew all along, sadly.
What the frick? I was kinda attached to their story, even though it was rushed and...
Do I make you horny, baby? Yeah, do I?
strange. Still attached. Anyways, Basil gives him a new assignment for a photo shoot to get close to a model that works for Dr. Evil.
Who are you, baby? Ivana Humpalot.
Wait, what? Dr. Evil's new headquarters is a Starbucks? Say it ain't so. Number 2 informs Dr. Evil that while he was frozen, they cloned him, but it's 1/8 his size.
Breathtaking. I shall call him Mini-Me.
And the legacy begins. Dr. Evil tells the group he always loses to Austin because he has mojo, so he created a time machine to go back to the 60s to steal his mojo from him.
If you have a time machine, why not just go back and kill Austin Powers when he's sitting on the crapper or something?
Scott is like the best character in this whole franchise. I'm sorry. After whatever this interaction was,
Would you like to have a suckle at my zipper?
he says he's traveling back to 1969, which would be 2 years after he froze himself in the first movie. It's a bit confusing, I know. So they hop in and meet a young number 2 in 1969.
And Frau, you look so...
The same. Back with Austin in 1999, and it seems like he still has his mojo, because Ivana told him that Dr. Evil sent her to kill him, but she can't resist him, so he still has his mojo. So what the F is Dr. Evil doing in 69 then? Number 2 mentions Austin has some damn good security looking after him, but Dr. Evil already has someone on the inside, which was insanely quick.
His name? Fat Bastard.
Oh wow, we're in offensive territory now. Nice. Anyways, horizontally enhanced bastard steals Austin's mojo as labeled here, and he's losing his mojo in real time. And he already knew it. So he had the mojo to know he doesn't have mojo anymore. Basil tells Austin they have intel that Dr. Evil is back in the 60s, so obviously they made their own time machine.
If I'm still frozen in 1967, how could I have been unthawed in the night?
I suggest you don't worry about this sort of thing and just enjoy yourself. That goes for you all, too.
Okay then. I love how he just drives into a party and they just continue partying like nothing happened. I'm disappointed. I thought he would also lose his appeal with girls. They should have explored that. And this girl immediately catches his attention.
How do you get into those pants, baby?
You can start by buying me a drink.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, she tells him the girl currently tracking him works for Dr. Evil, and then she disappears. But it seems like he could have handled himself even without her warning. because he managed to see the bad guy through the reflection of her eyes. And he just been using her as a meat shield.
Use the bazooka!
What? She's still alive?
You can't win, Powers.
Why won't you die?
Seriously? Why? Mysterious girl picks him up, and her name is Felicity Shagwell from the CIA.
Shagwell by name, shag very well by reputation.
She's dangerous. I see Will Ferrell reprise his role too as one of Dr. Evil's assassins. I just can't remember his name.
My name is Mustafa, and I'm the man who will be killing you now.
Well, there you go. So they interrogate him by asking him the same questions 3 times. Because he can't handle it, so he just tells them everything. But before he can say where Dr. Evil's lair is located, Minimi handles the situation. Like, frick! Gravitationally challenged bastard delivers the mojo, but asks to eat Minimi in exchange rather than money. Oh my. See what I'm saying though? Dr. Evil has the mojo now, and he's horny and attracting women. Austin should have lost that ability. Meanwhile, Austin and Felicity do the usual date sequence and dance to a non-love story, strangely enough. Oh no. This is an insanely awkward conversation, and they promised it wouldn't get weird, but it got weird.
I'm late.
There, you got here right on time.
No, I'm late.
What the hell? Scott shows up only to see he got replaced by a better, eviler child. And Austin sees how calorically gifted bastard was able to steal his mojo.
How does that feel, baby?
Lower.
How does that feel, baby?
Listen, Felicity, I'm sorry. I can't do this.
What? Anyways, Basil assigns Felicity to plant a tracking device on supersized bastard by any means necessary. While Austin does his sad boy drive, which makes no sense to me. He was happy that he was single before. Unless something finally happened since he lost his mojo.
But at least it can't get any worse. Well, the play!
Oh my god, did they shag? Anyways, Dr. Evil is finally moving forward with his plan, which is putting a laser on the moon aimed at Washington, D.C. And he calls it a Death Star.
I've lost my mojo.
So that's why you...
Yes!
Finally, something.
So great. Well, there's something I should tell you too.
Oh no. Oh god, they did shag. But before she can tell Austin, the homing device narrows down the location. But he just pooped it out. Oh my god.
It's a bit nutty.
No! So Dr. Evil calls the president to notify him on his plan.
$100 billion.
An improvement at least. But they laugh at him because that amount of money doesn't exist yet. So damn. So Dr. Evil proceeds to show him a demonstration of how it would look. But that was footage from Independence Day. And sends out the order to kill Austin. How is that any different now? I don't know. Oh, and I forgot to mention they got the location of Dr. Evil's island. I was too busy being insanely disturbed.
This coffee smells like sh**.
No, God!
I'll just feel around for them.
Anyways, after a long viewing party, they finally capture them.
This is my associate, fat bastard. Felicity, I think you two may have already met.
Oh no, it's even worse that he didn't hear it from her.
Felicity would never sleep with you, right?
Oh god, this is painful. So he rubs his mojo in Austin's face and sends him to a jail cell. And Scott just absolutely hates that he keeps doing that. Meanwhile, Dr. Evil goes to the moon in a giant peepee. I guess Man of Steel took notes.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
What do we do?
Why don't you just shank fat bastard again?
salty. She gasses him up and he forgives her. Okay.
What do you think of these, my man?
Oh, me. Anyways, they hitch a ride to the moon on Apollo 11. Yes, that Apollo 11. Wait, how did Frida reach the moon? They arm the laser and the Prezi calls him to tell him they managed to gather the money, but he isn't pleased about it. Austin finally reaches the moon and gets in a brawl with Mini-Me. But he's losing. He was dangerous, but he does manage to send him out into space, so victory. Uh-oh, Felicity is captured though. But he only had the time to save the world.
Felicity! Wake up, Felicity! Wake up!
Well, damn.
I love you, Felicity.
What the frick? I give up. Wow, he managed to shoot Dr. Evil? Frick, he's out for blood. Anyways, Dr. Evil tells him he can go back in time to save Felicity instead of actually trying to kill him. So he takes him up on that offer. He heads back to 10 minutes ago and saves her. And to be honest, I actually forgot about that whole Mojo storyline. What the frick? Alright, he can just go back in time again. Or not. Felicity tells him he never needed his mojo, cause he had it all along. So they head to 1999 and Dr. Evil escapes. FB interrupts them. I ran out of names. But he's quickly stopped and Dr. Evil retrieves Mini-Me. And that's the movie. Okay, somehow I enjoy that one a little bit more than the first one. I don't know. I'm sorry. It was just about the same antics, but I think I just gave up and enjoyed it for what it is. A parody. So nothing to say about it. It had some funny moments, some very disturbing ones, but generally an enjoyable watch. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more movie content. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Peace!